Wink. Hello, League. It's June. Joey's dying. It's too early to be doing a fantasy football video, but I work a job where I don't have to work very hard and I stare at my phone every day and it makes me think of fantasy football. So here we are. This video is probably not going to be helpful to anyone at all, but let's see if I can pull this back up because I already lost it. We're going to be going over the rule changes now that they're officially done. The last video we talked about the possibilities of what they were, but we voted on them this off season. So here we are with the official rule changes. Did you hear that too?
Yeah.
That was weird. Anyways, it's terrifying. I'm very nervous now. Someone's watching me. Um, $50 buy-in passed, like we thought we would. Thankfully, I was tired of high school $10 league. It's kind of shitty. We talked a little bit in the video we did all the way last year about how we wanted to like divide the winnings on this. If I'm mathing right, I want first place to get $350, second place 100, third place gets 50, which is their buy-in back. I think that's a nice deal. I think it works. You reward the winner more than you reward second place, so I think that works out nicely. Uh, 0.5 PPR. That's a thing now. That's really going to kind of change the dynamic of the league. Actually, it'll be my first time doing PPR, so I don't think I'm going to do well this year, but we'll see what happens. Do you guys have any thoughts on any of these? You can chime in if you'd like. Nope, just pudding. All right, dope.
Well, I mean, there's nothing to talk about. Yeah, I mean, it's just, it's just changes.
Tight end back to flex. So yes, the roster positions it's gonna be the same as last year, but that one flex spot can also be a tight end if you want it to be. Back to like what it was the year before. We're adding the IR roster spot. That was something a lot of you guys wanted, so we're putting it in there because you guys can't manage rosters, so you guys need a
Oh,
handicap spot. So that's cool.
Load Bell. Come on,
I
man.
I won this year having OBJ on my bench the entire season. I didn't complain once. Um, draft
And
order.
I got railed having Rogers on my bench.
Did you guys know that I won last year? By the way, just thought I'd check. Draft order is gonna be random. I really wanted to do something cool. And we'll have to see if Kalis is up to it. But we don't really have a last place punishment yet. So I thought it would be cool to laminate draft numbers in water balloons. And everyone grabs a water balloon and throws it at whoever's in last place for that year. And that's your draft position.
I'm pretty sure that's racist.
Just because, see, that's the issue I had with it a little bit was the 10th place player is our only black player. So, but it's awful. It makes me really sad, but I think it's a great idea because then you get to like really just it's a good last place punishment, and we also get to get our draft order in a fun way. But it's random. We're gonna draw those little coin things like I did last year. Steal those back from Taylor's dad. Because for whatever reason, Paul wanted to base it off of last year's result, and I think that's absolutely stupid. But I digress. Everyone voted the other direction, anyways. Passing point touchdown changed to 6. That got voted no. Like a hard no vote. Everyone but Joey voted. Also, free agent charging, no charge got voted. That passed through. So there's gonna be there's no fees on free agency. Which I think it was just a little bit to like sweeten the pot. I think next year I'll I'll try to
I think that's in the next 5 year.
I'm gonna push for that change again, but next year. But I'm gonna add it into a way where the free agency moves that week. So everyone you make $1 for free agency move, but every move that week goes into a pool, and whoever the highest scoring team that week wins that money like straight up that week. You know what I mean? So if there's like 10 free agent moves, say every team makes one free agent move, that's $10. Highest scoring team that week gets to win that $10, just straight up.
That's interesting. That's not a bad idea.
Yeah,
I like that.
I
That'd be
read
fun.
that. I read that. I'm like, that's gonna if someone puts $1 in, does a free agent move every couple weeks, or puts three in one week, and they could win it all back a couple weeks later if they want it, if they could. You know what I mean? So I think that's an interesting way to make it not feel like as weighted towards the end. You know what I mean? Because a lot of fantasy football earnings is who wins in the end. This way, there's some kind of weekly prize as well, and I think that's not a bad idea. But yeah, so that's it for changes. Draft is going to be. Looks like the vote is looking very early this year because someone has to go to a conference and shit. So we're going to be drafting, and this is going to be official because the majority voted for this. So August 19th at 10 to 11 a.m. Haven't really decided on the time frame yet because these do run long. So we'll see what happens there. But yeah, that's it for like housekeeping.
Yeah, sorry, that's my fault. I have to go to a foreign city and talk to random people for a week.
Sounds a lot like awful. Oh,
Yeah.
the one everyone's back in this year, at the exception of Kalis. He went dark, pun intended, and has has dropped off the face of the earth. I have no way of contacting him. I know he's alive. I was able to figure that out by my manhunt that I issued on Facebook. He is alive, but there's no way to contact him according to the person that somehow got in contact with a friend that got in contact with him. So hopefully he'll get a phone or something before the end of July. Because if I can't get to him by the end of July, we might have to find a replacement for him. I'm gonna keep his replacement local to Arizona, just so we have more people coming to the live draft and less people doing clicky draft and having to send money in and all that bullshit. So, yeah, okay, so that's it for housekeeping wise. So let's do this. So what we're gonna do is mess around and we're gonna rank top 10 players that we think are gonna finish this. So like finishing this year. So like not draft position, not any of that. Like who do you think is gonna be the best? Like who's gonna be the top 10 people at the end of the year? Like on the leaderboard. So what I'm gonna do is I'm not sure how you guys want to do this. Do you guys want to list off your top tens individually, or do you want to go down a predetermined list and say if you agree or disagree? How do you guys want to do it?
I mean, I can name off our own, I guess. I mean, it doesn't matter. I mean, it just depends on how long you want the video to go.
let's do let's do. I'm
You
gonna
want to do like a top 5, and then we'll go through the top 10 list.
okay. So like your own personal top five.
Yeah, because I think 5 is a much easier thing to get through,
Yeah,
like
yeah, yeah,
really
yeah,
quick. Because
yeah,
it's pretty
yeah,
self-explanatory at that point. Because like it'd be like, I'm picking Tyrod Taylor at number 10 because of this, and then but I chose this guy at number 9 instead because he's better than Tyrod, but doesn't do it better than this guy. And then it's like a 20-minute. Yeah.
yeah. All right. So why don't you, why don't you go first since you came with the idea, Joey? What's your top five quarterbacks this year for fantasy?
Let me let me do something real quick because I was not ready to go first.
Are you ready to go first, Chris?
In like 5 seconds. And yeah, okay,
Okay, go for it.
I'll go. So one is probably a no-brainer here. Aaron Rodgers. It's kind of given there.
It's consensus.
Two or three is a toss-up. I would say Russ Wilson and Tom Brady. I mean, pick your poison there. After that,
Was Russell
Deshaun
Wilson
Watson's
a
getting a
vote?
lot of love. Carson Wentz. I would say one of those two, or four or five. Um, I would pick those two over Drew Brees, even though Drew Brees can still shred it if he needs to. I'd go with that.
All right, Joseph. I disagree with a couple of those. Some of that's nonsense.
My number one's tough because some people are coming back from injuries. Some people drop catches during the Super Bowl because they're not athletic. Um,
I wonder who you're talking about.
Tom Brady. He's
Oh, okay, thank you.
yeah. I mean, so I. It's not just because I have him on my team, and I'm still debating on if I'm going to keep him or not. Obviously, but Aaron Rodgers, I'd have to go with number one. I honestly think this. I think Russell Wilson's a better quarterback than Tom Brady at this point. He just needs a wide receiver
And the line.
and a line. Yes.
Which he doesn't have
So,
either.
which he doesn't have. So that's why Tom
Yeah.
Brady is my number two over Russell Wilson.
Outside of Doug Baldwin, yeah.
Exactly. So that's why I'm saying Tom Brady's still number two. I think Russell Wilson's better player though. I like Drew Brees a lot still. So Drew Brees, I do think Carson Wentz will be fine. He's young enough to come back healthy. He has a really good line there. And probably I don't know if Stafford ever like I don't know just fully figures it out. I think he could be breaking my top five.
Dark
But
horse.
yeah, very much my dark horse. I honestly,
Bold.
so this is a long stretch. I'm gonna hump on the Jimmy G train, but I think I'll pick Jimmy G as my number five, and that's just a really deep, deep, deep. And then Matt Ryan. So like between my number five and six spot, it's like between Matt Ryan, Matthew Stafford, Jimmy G, and fucking Carson Wentz. Like it's really tough for me to pick between all those guys. So yeah, I'm quarterbacks. I could sit here and talk quarterbacks all day.
Man. All
Because I don't think
right.
Cam's as good as everyone gives credit. So
Well,
I don't think he belongs anywhere near that. So
man. Okay, so I'm looking at this. Aaron Rodgers won. Drew Brees 2. Brady 3. Carson Wentz 4, maybe. And then my dark horse in the fifth slot, because that's what we're doing here, I guess. And I actually believe it, Matt Ryan.
no, Matt Ryan's very good.
Over Russell Wilson, I like Matt Ryan. Don't get me wrong.
Russell Wilson's a
He also runs a lot of yards too. Don't forget about that.
I think with the addition of I'm forgetting his name now. I had it in my head and we started talking. Fucking what's that new dude's name? The dude who fucking Atlanta just drafted the wide receiver.
Oh, Calvin Ridley.
Calvin Ridley. I think having Calvin Ridley on the helping stretch the field mixed with Julio and Sanu, I think it's
They don't have a shortage of weapons.
no, they don't. And I think that's if I don't know, man. I just think that's good.
Matt Ryan can tear it up. He kind of sort of had a down fantasy year last year, but he's still fully capable. I don't disagree with you there.
And if I remember correctly, just because I'm having a bit of a moment. Oh, it's Calvin Ridley. Why do I keep thinking Steven? I want to look it up just so I don't say it and I'm an idiot. Yeah, the fucking I think it's the because he came from Alabama. I think the offensive coordinator in the Falcons was the old one from Alabama, right?
I don't know, to be honest with you. They just got a new OC last year.
That's
so
who
it's
I
the same
think.
guy.
Let's see.
Is it Sarkeesian?
Yeah. So yeah, he was with Alabama for a
Roll
decent
Dan
amount of time.
Campbell.
So there's already a
Come on,
connection
Jared.
there. Roofed. Yikes. Anyways,
You don't like Russ, huh?
I'm not a fan, man. I never have been. He always does really freaking well, but
Dude, last year he
where did he
shredded it.
where did he place last year with us?
He finished
He was
second.
one. He's one or two. Him
I
and
thought
Wentz were 1 and 2 back and forth all year, and obviously Wentz got hurt.
That's true.
Fantasy wise, we're talking straight fantasy points,
Mm-hmm.
obviously.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Russell Wilson was one.
Yeah,
by a
Bitch.
long shot, actually.
I was gonna say, yeah. I was gonna say, I think he finished one.
He
And like,
accounted for like 96% of their touchdowns or something ridiculous like that.
and that's why I said like it's like Aaron Rodgers in my mind is a definitive one.
Oh
I
no,
think
no
even
fucking
for
here.
yeah, and especially healthy. The only thing is Wilson could just put up better numbers because there is nothing there for. I mean, it's honestly the Seahawks right now are Packers V2. Their offense is terrible, and they have one player that could carry them, and then their defense is kind of like whatever.
Hey man, Don Capers is gone. Green Bay's
Sure.
defense is gonna be dank this year. I can
Believe when
hope.
I see it.
I can hope.
Yeah,
I can hope.
yeah.
Our secondary is gonna be good this year. How about that?
Man, you got two rookies, still got to learn.
They're good.
Still gotta, tie shoes
I'm not
first.
saying it can't be good. I'm saying
They're good.
they're rookies. You got
All right, so we'll. I think you're looking at the same place I am, Chris. So according to this one list I have here, Aaron Rodgers is 1, Russell Wilson is 2, Tom Brady is 3, Deshaun Watson at 4. I think that's
he's
too high.
getting a lot of love. He's getting a lot of love this year.
It's too high.
Yeah.
That's way
Which
too high.
Is Cam 5 on your list?
Cam's 5.
And then Carson?
Yep.
And then Drew Brees, Kirk,
Yep.
Matthew Stafford, Ben Roethlisberger.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, okay, I think we're all looking at the same list.
It's the site that grabs
Is it Fantasy
everyone's
Pros?
ranking. Yeah, it's
Yeah,
everyone. Everything gets sucked into that one site. It's good.
yeah.
Yeah. So I have an issue with Deshaun at 4 on this list. I have Drew Brees higher in my mind. Kirk Cousins at 8 seems a little.
I think that's low, to be honest with you.
See, the thing is
He's gonna have a line this year. He's gonna have some help and weapons. Dude, what did he do last year? He put up relatively respectable numbers
Minnesota
with
doesn't have that
zero
great of an
offensive line all year.
Minnesota's offensive line isn't that good, dude.
Yeah, dude, it's Minnesota. What are you talking
Latavius Murray had to like fall through it like 12 times. That's all he did.
Skull. Choke. Sorry. Said that out loud.
Yikes. Yeah. So I mean, I don't have issues with the rest of it, but I think I'd rather put Matt Ryan like on this list. Matt Ryan doesn't deserve to be 15. That's insanity.
No.
I agree.
Now there is
That's
one person. Now there is one person on this list who's ahead of him, who could easily break the top 5 if his mental game and he's actually healthy, and that's Andrew Luck.
he doesn't have weapons, dude.
Yeah, he does. He still got Ty,
That's it.
and they have that new running back or whatever from last year, Mac. So
Marlon Mack
yes,
is not a good player.
but it's an upgrade from old man Frank Gore. By the way, rest in peace, Frank Gore. He does not have a team right now.
He's in Miami.
Oh, is he? Oh,
He's
okay.
backing up Drake, right?
That makes sense. You know,
Supposedly, it's a
he
three-headed
came from
monster
the
for
U.
the fighting. Yeah, that's why he went there to retire.
Came from the U.
Speaking of Frank Gore, that's called transition, boys. Let's look at running backs. So we'll go in the same order. Chris, you can tee us off with who you think your top fivers are.
I think the top 5 is 1A, 1B, 1C, 1D, 1E. I don't think you can go wrong with either one of these 5. Obviously, Gurley, Bell, DJ, Zeke, and Kamara. Pick one, you'll be fine. I'm pretty confident in that.
Yeah, none of them are gonna be available for our draft, anyways.
Maybe you could put Jordan Howard in there, maybe over like Zeke if he gets suspended again.
I wouldn't put Jordan Howard over Kareem Hunt.
Oh well, no.
Or
If they
Fournette,
actually run
maybe.
the ball,
Kareem Hunt's kind of a tricky thing this year, though. So, like, I agree with what you're saying. They're all you have
yeah, it's pretty
that
like this is
grouping.
a definitive top 5 right
I
now,
don't
like, for the most part.
I don't know if Kamara can. I think he's gonna regress a little bit. You know what I mean? Like that
You
was
also
kind of
forgot Ingram's got a
outstanding.
4-game suspension for the
Yeah,
first 4 games.
Yeah.
So that's points right there.
How do you know that Drew Brees just isn't gonna air the fucking ball out the whole time, though?
he's an old man.
Well, they're probably not going to be trailing in games like they were for a little while there. Their defense is, good.
He can pound the ball now.
Yeah.
Easy. With ease. Even without Ingram
Kamara's
in there,
the-
Kamara can be his own change of pace, and he's proved that.
Yeah.
barring injury, of course.
Yeah. I mean, when Ingram comes back, dude, PED Ingram, that's gonna be great.
I'm worried about the whole Kareem Hunt thing, but we'll get to that when we go to the top 10. But I don't know about Kamara at 5. I agree with the other 4. They're all interchangeable. You're not
Who
going to
do
go
you
wrong.
Who's your fifth? Yeah, that's right.
I think you could make a strong case for Melvin Gordon.
Yeah, I don't. I would be completely content if I ended up with Melvin Gordon, which I won't.
Yeah, no, me neither. I think Jarrett McKinnon's really interesting in San Francisco too, but that's way too high to be a 5. He's
Yeah, I
definitely
wouldn't put him
not
in top
5.
five.
No.
But yeah,
I think Saquon could be a 5. I actually think he's that good.
I
I
think he's
really
that
do.
good. But the line there, I mean, they
No,
up.
that's true,
Yeah,
but they still have wide receivers. Like
yeah.
Odell's coming back. He should have technically first 10 yards should be his land to do whatever he wants almost. If OBJ plays like he should, like he has been,
Yeah, he will.
yeah, which he will, um, then he should have free roamings of all of it.
I think it just depends on if they're trailing a lot in games.
Yeah. And
Saquon definitely is the shit. That's the line. They did upgrade, so we'll see.
yeah, I think David Johnson could jump all the way to 1 if the Cardinals would just fucking pay him. Just saying.
Oh, they're gonna pay him. Don't worry about it. It's happening.
Listening to that every fucking morning, it's just getting so mad. He's like, just pay him. Who cares? Just pay him.
They've got nothing else to talk about. That's why.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah,
It's very
pretty
true. Everyone's done talking about Sam Bradford.
Yeah.
So, all right. So we'll read off this because we're all kind of in agreement that the top 5 is pretty
Yeah.
calm
For
one.
sure.
So 1, Todd Gurley. 2, Le'Veon Bell. 3, Ezekiel Elliott. 4, David Johnson. 5, Kamara. 6, Saquon. 7, Kareem Hunt. 8, Leonard Fournette. 9, Melvin Gordon. And 10, Dalvin Cook.
Healthy Leonard Fournette, I think, should be 5.
He's just never been healthy though. He wasn't
No, I know
healthy
he
in
hasn't been
college.
ever.
A foot or ankle or whatever
Oh,
the hell.
I do also think Christian McCaffrey should crack the top 10 this year, easy.
BPR,
There's no,
yeah.
yeah. Well, I'm just saying, like in general, as a running back, I think last year he showed enough to do the back, like to have the backfield to himself, in my opinion.
No, Jay Stewart's not there, so
Yeah.
Yeah, they've got
who
your
else?
old boy. What's his face? They signed from the Broncos.
Oh yeah, they did sign
CJ Anderson.
CJ. Yeah,
Yeah,
they signed CJ.
So they have what? CJ Anderson, Curtis Artis
Chris.
Payne, and CMC.
Yeah,
pretty sure.
Yeah, he's kind of alone back there. It's not
and
bad.
he can play the slot. If
Yeah.
they really want him to.
Oh yeah, he's a PPR.
So I was
Machine.
really mad when you got him.
So I am probably gonna keep Kareem Hunt, but
Dumb to not to.
Already poking it out there.
but all of them are. I'm worried about it, man. They lost their
Dude.
offensive coordinator that revived him halfway through his season when he was dead. So that's an issue. 2, Patrick Mahomes isn't a check down machine like Alex Smith is, so that's a problem.
Yeah, I
And
don't think Mahomes
Spencer
is.
Ware's back, so that might cause just a small issue. He's a good football player. I'm gonna
Dude, you
keep
got him
him.
in like the 5th or 6th
Yeah,
round. You can't
he's good. Yeah,
not
he's a
keep
5th round.
him.
Yeah,
Yeah, like the
yeah.
value
No,
you
that's
have
why
for
I
it's
have to.
different.
That's why I
Yeah,
have
but
to.
no, I see what you're saying from an actual like ranking standpoint. I understand that, but
No, I have to keep him. There's no better option. Um, cool. So let's jump to wide receiver now.
then you go get actual cough drops. You know, Jolly Rancher's just delicious, but they don't
Or
do anything.
or sugar. Okay. Swing and a miss. See, I actually feel like there might be some debate here in top 5. So
Oh yeah, there's room for some.
Wideouts.
if someone wants to open us up, we can.
Joey, you got the top 2. Go for it.
Yeah. No
Yeah,
shit.
I ain't gonna actually.
1A and 1B.
That's so fucking frustrating. That might be a better keeper combo than mine.
Nah, I don't know. I
One
love
and
my.
two are definitive. I'm not even gonna. I don't. Antonio and DeAndre. Antonio Brown, in my opinion, is actually the best player in the NFL,
That's a stretch, but
hands down. DeAndre, self-explanatory, has had like 17 different quarterbacks, still scored 13 touchdowns last year.
Still catches everything.
See, this is where it gets tough because OBJ is coming back from injury. I love Julio, but he has leg problems. But I do have a thing for AJ
What?
Green. But I do like Keenan Allen way more than AJ Green this year. So, okay, so one, Antonio, two, DeAndre, three, Keenan Allen, four, OBJ, and then five is going to be Julio. That is my five.
leaves a bad taste in my mouth.
I don't think Michael Thomas is as good as everyone says he is. Just saying.
He
I think
sure
he is.
saved my ass last
I
year.
think he's good for sure.
He was non-existent for like the middle portion. My entire team went non-existent in the middle portion, but still, yeah, no.
Dude, Keenan Allen to me, I think is just too good.
I think he's good at football.
Yeah, no argument here.
Yeah, and I think Julio is still better than Michael Thomas. I actually think Julio is the best wide receiver in the NFL, but it's just how does your offensive coordinator not get you the ball?
Oh, they get him the
See it
ball.
12
They just don't
times
get him in the red
and
zone.
then gets
or
him
the
one
touchdown.
time, and then gets him 15 times, then hits him two times. Like how do you do that? I don't. So just
Having more
because,
than one person to throw the ball to, having Devontae Freeman, and also having Tevin Coleman.
yeah, but still, like, I don't think But yeah, that's my five.
All right. What do you think, Chris?
AB DeAndre obviously 1A 1B 3. Probably has got to be Odell. I mean, the dude's got talent up the wazoo. I mean, he's a shit for sure. 4 and 5. I mean, shit. There's a handful of guys you could throw there. I do like Keenan Allen this year for sure.
I think 4 through 9 could go anywhere in that 5 slot. To be perfectly
yeah.
honest.
Mike Evans does not belong in that slot.
I kind of agree with that.
Okay,
I think
4 through 8. Take it back.
I've got a man crush on Julio, but I don't know, man. I don't think you can go wrong there. I'll just say Julio just because I like Julio.
Fair enough.
Okay. DeAndre Hopkins 1, Antonio Brown 2.
Really?
Just I like Nook better. I think he's a great human being.
Fair enough.
So that's my reasoning for that. Like you guys say, 1A, 1B. 3 Odell because my boy. He keeps getting hurt. He keeps doing lines off of hookers' asses, but he's my boy.
Hey, not confirmed, but doesn't matter.
Did
Offseason,
not
who cares?
fail a drug test. 4 spot. I'll put Julio there. He just does not get red zone targets.
Yeah, but the year he does, watch the fuck out.
Yeah, no shit.
Because he gets like 1,300, 1,400 yards like a year, every year.
I think he is number one. I think then him and DeAndre are the number one. Actually, then I think it becomes a 3-headed 1A1. Blah 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 blah.
My 5 spot's gonna be kind of screwy, but it's a tie between Doug Baldwin.
No.
Mm-hmm. For PPR, absolutely. And Josh Gordon.
I do love me some Josh Gordon.
I think it's a full year of Josh Gordon. He's gonna have the best quarterback he's ever had. I'm very excited, but that's just our fantasy.
See, that's just
football in
you
me.
being a fan, though. Like your 5 is, I guess my 5 was a fan.
I'd take Adam Thielen over Doug Baldwin.
No, because he's got to split balls with Stephon Diggs.
Dude, he still has.
Who else are they gonna throw to in Seattle?
He still doesn't get
You can't
that much.
name anyone off the top of your head because who's the number 2 in Seattle right now?
I don't.
Is it still
Dude was-
Golden Tate? Oh wait, that was 3
no,
years
no,
ago.
no.
Who is
Uh,
it?
See,
One of the guys left. He signed somewhere else.
Oh,
Well, they got
Tyler
Jerron Brown from the
Lockett.
Cards.
They have Tyler Lockett. That's who technically I think their 2 is right now.
Yeah, they had Paul Richardson, but I don't think he's there anymore. Don't quote me on that.
I don't know either.
Mm.
I could be wrong.
Anytime I see the word or the initials SEA, I usually vomit, so I blacked out if I've passed it by now. So
Cool.
actually, you know what? Who I want to throw in there at my 5 slot also as a possibility? Larry Fitzgerald.
Oh,
I think even with Sam Bradford, that man caught 130 balls last year.
no, it wasn't that much.
He caught like
He was second in receptions.
Yeah,
the year before he had the most receptions. Dude, it's Larry Legend. I'm gonna like that pick.
Oh yeah. I know that. But I'm not like I legit think even with Sam Bradford as his quarterback, I think 109 balls.
Yeah, 109 receptions.
If Sam's on the field,
That's the second person.
He can spin it good. He's just got
Yeah, he's just got stick legs.
If he
Yeah.
can stay healthy and any stretch of the imagination. And then
if the line can keep him upright,
Rosen
they've got
also
a chance
has
for sure.
injury history as well, so that's brilliant.
That could be a deep sleeper right there, Larry Legend. It shouldn't be, but it is.
It's not gonna be a deep sleeper because Steve's gonna take him in the first round.
Gonna keep him. And that's gonna be his keeper.
I got to get Larry one of these times.
Steve's gonna do. He's gonna keep her. Yeah. So I guess tight ends, huh? Tight ends,
Tight ends.
tight ends.
Sure.
Ends are tight.
Since I guess we're running them in flex position, I guess.
Let's just do the top 6 because that's all that really matters.
Let's just do top 5.
Right.
So let's go with 1. Does everyone think Gronk is 1? We're gonna do this the quick way because
If he's
tight ends are a
healthy,
waste
yes.
of time.
If not, Travis Kelsey.
Okay, so 2 Travis Kelsey.
1A, 1B. 1A, 1B.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
3's got to be Ertz.
Yeah.
Ertz, Winnie Peas. All right.
Yeah.
Why are the 2 of the top 3 tight ends injury concerns, man? It's kind of sketchy. Greg Olson still plays football.
Hell yeah, dude.
4, Greg Olson.
33, I think.
I don't think Greg Olson's 4.
I kind of agree. I think he's still effective and good, but not 4.
I don't think he's 4. I don't think Evan Ingram's 5 either. I don't like that.
Yeah, he's getting a lot of love this year. I mean, he could be good for sure, but
He got a lot,
I don't know.
but he was really good because they had no Odell and they didn't have a
Yeah,
running game either.
they didn't have anybody else to give the ball to outside of maybe Sterling Shepard.
Yeah. I don't think.
Kyle Rudolph.
I like Rudolph this year. I'm
With
not
a
gonna lie.
quarterback. With an actual
Maybe.
quarterback.
Maybe. I don't know
think
how much
Rudolph
Kirk
could do
really
that.
looks at the tight end, though.
Well, we all know Jimmy Grant ain't gonna get shit in Green Bay.
Nope. You learned that lesson. I tried telling you.
He might this year though, because they lost Jordy.
Fucking joke.
Randall Cobb's in a walking boot right now.
Yeah. Who else are the receivers? I mean, Devontae Adams. I mean, you tell me.
You're,
I think
you're
we're losing
lagging.
Chris.
Yeah, you're lagging pretty hard, Chris. He's now spinning.
I think Delaney could still be good.
Yeah, maybe. We'll see what happens with that.
Let's keep talking like Chris is. No,
He's frozen. Yep. Such a wonderful face. He's stuck on too. So good.
Try reconnecting. Oh, there he is. I think he's back.
Nope.
Nope. He got close. But anyways.
There.
I think Delaney could be top 5 again just because it's Delaney. He's been solid for so long. Now, if Jordan Reed ever stopped having a concussion every week,
nah,
he's athletic enough to break the top 5. But
he just won't be healthy.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He's never healthy enough.
Chris looks back. I think there's eye movement. slow and laggy. But there's iMove.
There.
Oh, there it is. Hi, Chris.
Hello.
Welcome back
Hey.
Sorry.
after
No,
your
it's okay.
internet seizure.
No, I don't know. The computer's fucking whacking out.
You're still on a Mac,
Maybe
right?
it's
Yeah, I need to upgrade.
Yeah. You need to get off
are
that.
you on an iPhone too?
No.
Okay. Then yeah, you need to get a different computer. Because you have one Apple product, you have them all.
Tight ends are so boring. David
Well,
Njoku is going to be higher than fucking 14. I'm loving my Browns this year.
Oh, are we talking about defenses?
No, David
Oh.
Njoku, the tight end.
Top
Oh.
5, really?
Not for 5, no, but he's not
Oh,
going
I
to be
was gonna say,
fucking.
I'm like,
He's not going to be 14. I would take him over George Kittle, Tyler Eifert, Jack Doyle, Trey Burton, and Jordan Reed.
Jordan Reed. Yeah,
He's old
he just
and
can't stand the field.
he blows out every ligament possible.
That's a funny name to see. Julius Thomas, free agent. Shouldn't have left Denver.
He also had Peyton Manning throw him the ball. That'll help.
You're not wrong. All right,
What's up?
let's finish this off with who we think the keepers are going to be here. Let's do that. Pull this up and I can move it finally over here without craning my neck.
Well, it actually even let me log into Yahoo Fantasy.
I've covered everyone's faces.
Is there a way you can look at your roster from last year?
Yeah, you just gotta log in.
Yeah, just log in.
Oh, there it is. Shit.
The web browser keeps it up, but the app doesn't for whatever reason.
Ah.
So we'll start. How can I make this work?
Oh shit! I've got Jarek McKinnon too. Fuck yeah. And Drake and McCaffrey and Josh Gordon and Julio. Damn, I got some good players.
All right. Well, let's take a look at someone who's not here. So let's take a look at the person who might not play. Reddit shrug, Kalis Johnson. Kamara, right?
Yeah, obviously.
And Mixon?
Mixon's kind of a sleeper this year. That wouldn't be a bad keep. I mean, it depends on. I mean, I don't remember where he drafted him, but
Where's Kalis' name? Reddit Shrug.
Yeah. I would say I would keep Kamara.
But it all depends on where he got everyone too.
Kamara was a free agent pickup.
yeah,
It's
he's
going to
stolen
cost him around
free.
15 draft.
Yeah, no, I know that, but I was just saying for like everyone else and stuff like that.
I would say I don't know where I don't think he drafted Marquise Goodwin either. I would take Marquise Goodwin at fucking pick 14.
I would say Mixon and Kamara.
I want to say he got Mixon at like 5.
He got him early-ish. I remember that.
4 maybe. I'd keep Mixon at 4.
Oh, my phone's dead. Just gonna look it up. But yeah,
Yeah, because what's his name? Jeremy Hill's in the Patriots now, right?
Yep.
Yeah. That makes him might actually not be bad. Yeah, he had him like 5. I think 4, 5, or 6.
Sounds
He had
right.
him right around there.
It's in that range. We'll go for tits out for Teddy next here. Old Greg.
Well, he can keep all of his collusion players if he wants. They're pretty good.
So Thielen for sure.
Melvin Gordon.
Melvin Gordon, like what he, but he has Gronk. This is the only thing is he does have Gronk. He does
And
have
AJ.
AJ also. Yeah.
I'd keep Melvin Gordon for sure, but I love running backs, so
I don't
that's
know
my
where-
pick.
Well, Melvin Gordon's just kind of like you give up what and get nothing later. Yeah, you might as well keep him because he's a top. He could be a top 5 running back.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would probably say Melvin Gordon.
He probably got AJ Green like in 1 or 2.
Thielen was
Yeah,
really cheap too last year. I think that was like
Thielen was like
fucking
12.
yeah.
I'd keep Thielen at 12.
It's probably Thielen and Gordon.
That's what I'd be keeping.
It's good value for Thielen for sure.
Oh yeah, for sure. Your mom's tats.
Sure.
All right, Steve. He got Fournette like 6th round, I think, or something like that. He got him kind of late-ish, I
The
thought.
draft board wasn't covered in shit back there. I'd pull it up and look at it. But my phone also died, so I can't pull up the picture of it. He's not going to keep Carlos Hyde because that was a first round pick, if I remember correctly.
Yeah.
It's Carlos 1. Yeah,
I
brilliant.
think you're right. I think you're right.
Maybe he'll keep Greg the leg, dude.
Knowing Steve, he'd probably keep a kicker.
He picked him up, so I mean that's a 15th round.
Oh,
pick.
here I got the draft board. Oh, here, let's see here. Steve got Fournette. Oh, he actually got him in the 3rd round.
Oh yeah.
That's
keep
still
him.
value, though. I mean,
Yeah, it is.
round 1 or 2.
Mixon. That's what we were asking earlier.
Yeah.
Where'd he get Larry in the 2nd round? I think he took Larry really
He
high.
took 2nd because he did it on purpose because we were talking about it.
Fucking
He's
A.
like, I'm gonna take Larry early. I'm like, no, you're not. And he walked up there and looked at me and put it on the board. That's like motherfucker. Oh, we got Mixon in the 6th round, dude.
Yeah, you're keeping that.
That's
Do not.
value.
You're
Yeah.
keeping that. Anyways, yeah. So
So Fournette and wait,
Greg,
here's the thought.
Greg the leg.
Hang on. Where did he get Goff? He got Goff in the 12th round.
He's got 3 quarterbacks and 3 defenses.
I'm aware, but Mitchell Trubisky's not a quarterback, and
he's
Matt
only
Ryan.
got 6 plays.
Matt
4
Ryan
people
is
placed
pissed.
worse than him.
No,
His kicker carried him all year.
Fuck
Well,
yeah, dude.
when he
Greg
picked him
Leg.
up,
Jared Goff that late's not bad.
I'd take off. Yeah.
I'd keep Goff for that late.
Oh, I'd keep Greg the Leg at fucking pick 15.
Greg the leg's questionable,
I
right? You see
fucking
that?
love kickers. He'll be
Forever
that was his.
questionable.
That was, yeah.
Forever questionable.
Yeah, no. Fucking- So
Steve,
superchargers.
keep a kicker, motherfucker. Just do it. He's gonna do it now too. I guarantee it.
Ooh, Eric's got some good players.
Jesus, he's got Keenan Allen. Fucker.
Well,
He's
DJ
got
obviously.
He's got the boy. Juju Smith-Schuster.
Shit, was that a free agent pickup?
Yes.
Yes, it was because you and I were arguing about it.
I have him in my other league. Man, he's got some fucking ballers, dude.
Keenan Allen, DJ. That's for me, no question. I like Keenan Allen this year a lot.
Yeah, he got Keenan Allen in the 6th round. Hell yeah, you're keeping Keenan Allen at the 6th round.
Eric, keep Keenan Allen and DJ.
DJ Keenan Allen. Not even gonna talk about it anymore. I'm upset.
Damn, he's got a fucking squad, dude.
Roadhouse.
Disgusting. Roadhouse, our 2nd place team.
What do you got? You got Ertz when it pees.
I'm not looking at the wrong.
What did you get Ertz?
Man.
You drafted him, I think.
I did too.
Yeah, he got him in the 13th round. That's actually not bad at all.
That's pretty damn good.
Keeping tight end though.
At the 13th round, is it really that bad?
Yeah, why not?
Like, there's gonna be players available. And you're not keeping Devontae Freeman at 1. Hell no. And you'd have to keep Jordan Howard at 2 because that's what he traded for. And then you took Drew Brees at 4.
He said he's keeping Ertz, and the last thing he said on the Facebook group was he's keeping Ertz.
Oh, but he got Rudolph at 7 too. Oh, that's actually a little early.
So what?
Amari Cooper.
He's got good hands.
Yeah, then you get him at the round 3.
Yeah, the no hands team.
Have fun at round 3. Amari Cooper round 4 or 5, whatever I took him at.
He was pretty high last year.
I took him 4th. I'm pretty sure. I think I went like my team was supposed to be air bomb. Nope, Amari Cooper was actually number 2. He was 2nd round.
Told you.
Yeah, you don't want Amari Cooper at number 2. Just saying.
I think I remember you like talking shit about that too when you made that pick.
Well, because in theory, he should have been that good.
I I had
He
him the year
really
before. He
should.
had a good year.
Yeah, he knows. He should have been that good. Who knew Derek Carr's back would explode and then he would try to play through it for 6 weeks, not telling anyone about it, and then missing 6 weeks?
So he's keeping Zach Ertz and
Yeah,
Mark Cooper at number
maybe
2.
Dion Lewis. Maybe I don't know.
I think out of the collusion rules, he keeps Mark Cooper at 2. I'm just kidding. You don't have
so I don't
to.
know who else he takes besides Zach Ertz.
He's got good backs. I wouldn't keep him because they're so high.
He can keep Drew Brees in the 4th round. I don't think that's terrible.
It's not terrible.
Yes, no.
Like if he's gonna keep 2 keepers, Drew Brees in the 4th round's fine. I would be fine with that because he's guaranteed. He's guaranteed him at that point, and that's a
tricky one.
quarterback. I would keep Drew Brees. So yeah, Ertz and Drew Brees.
The old not collusion.
No, that's easy.
Wonder who he's gonna keep. Maybe DeAndre Hopkins.
Ricky Seals Jones.
Dope. And
Frank the Corgor.
maybe Antonio Brown. Jesus fuck. Joey's
I
already.
got I got fucking DeAndre Hopkins in the 5th round.
That's so frustrating.
That's fucked up.
That's so fucking frustrating.
I was so happy to see him fall out far. I forgot about him too. Robbie Anderson hadn't gotten arrested. That actually might not have been a bad keep. Just because I got
there's literally no discussion on who you would keep.
I'm aware. I'm just talking to talk.
Fuck this. Let's skip this one. This is making me really fucking mad. Alright. Monday's Night Watch. Here we are. Also know who we're keeping here.
Damn, you got Mike Thomas too. Damn.
Mike Thomas was picked 2.
Damn, you got some fucking ballers too, dude.
Yeah, you took Mike Thomas 2, and then you took Odell 1, Gurley 3, Kareem Hunt in the 6th round.
Oh, he was 6th?
You gotta keep Kareem and
I thought he was
Kareem Hunt.
5th.
You gotta keep Kareem Hunt. You have to.
I'm keeping Todd Gurley too.
Yeah, obviously. That's not even a question.
You could go back and get the Blair Walsh project at round 14. It's good. It's a good one.
That worked out well for me.
Yeah, you got your 1 and your 2.
I get Deshaun Watson that I could pick at 15. I just don't think he's going to be as good as he was. I think he's going to regress a little bit. All right, we'll skip that because that one was pretty simple. Tyreek Hill, Michael Thomas. It's pretty hard too. The old kibbles and fits.
Where is your team? When did you get Russell Wilson? Is my question.
I'm not keeping him. I got him. I think pretty reasonable.
Wait, what?
Sixth or seventh.
What was your pick?
I'm definitely keeping Dalvin Cook, barring any setbacks. And
wait, you got Russell Wilson in the 7th round.
Yeah, I got him in a good spot. Definitely Dalvin, and it's a toss-up between McCaffrey and Gordon. Right, lately I've been leaning more towards Josh Gordon.
Was Dalvin undrafted or did Kalis draft him?
Kalis took. I stole him from Kalis. Sorry, Kalis, if you're watching.
Kalis took him
4th, I think.
4th round. Wait, you got Russell Wilson at 7 though, and you got Carson Wentz for free.
I know. I'm not keeping a QB.
Nah.
Toss between Gordon and McCaffrey. Lately, I've been leaning more towards Gordon because I've had some bad luck with receivers recently.
Take Gordon.
And that's such good value. So it's like for a potential top 10 receiver.
Or don't. Or you could leave him for other people to draft.
Nah, you got a boner for him. So I kind of want to keep him just until 50.
Max is all over the Gordon story.
Sorry.
It's his best friend.
It's Flash, man.
Dude. It's Josh Gordon. So I won't get fined is the next one, yeah?
Yeah. Oh, he's got Devontae.
Oh, Bell for sure.
Yeah,
He'll keep Le'Veon.
Where'd he take Jarvis at?
Ryan was number 3. Jarvis Landry.
So,
He didn't take him at all.
is that a free agent pickup?
Did he get him for
Did
free?
someone
Because
drop him?
he wrote in Victor Cruz.
Someone must have dropped him because he absolutely got drafted last year.
Yeah, there's no way they get.
Jarvis Landry got drafted in the 7th round.
Yeah, that's a good value.
That's where he got Stephon Diggs also.
Yeah, he's got Kelsey too. That'd be solid. I mean, I don't think you
He
can go wrong with
drafted
Kelsey.
Kelsey 3 though. Like you really want to keep him
Third round?
It's not
He got
that
Devonte
bad.
Adams 5th.
You, damn, that's a good value.
Fuck. He actually.
Now Ryan's not gonna listen to any of us because he doesn't like us, but I'd say Devonte Adams and Le'Veon Bell would be my picks.
When do you get
Devontae-
Doug Baldwin?
4th round. It's a little high.
Do you let go of Le'Veon Bell and take Jarvis Landry in the 7th round and then
Nope.
take Stephon?
I can't.
No, you.
Le'Veon Bell is guaranteed 15 plus points a week. Guaranteed. That's what he shits out for breakfast. And then he's like, you know what? Let me get a piece of that bacon. Gets you 37. You're like,
No, you gotta. Bell, you have, dude. You have to keep Bell.
But you
Like,
could get him.
could
What
he
if
get
you?
the
What if
pick
you?
lottery?
It's
crumbles your way.
it's
Oh wait, no, that's actually true. He would get first pick because me and Eric would be keeping our guy. Oh wait, we're not doing that order.
no.
Yeah, it's random. So
sorry,
you could
gotcha.
also not.
But
get
if
him.
you're keeping your first rounder, that draft pick's already taken. So if he
Yeah, but
does
you
it, and
got Bell.
he figures
Oh,
out.
here's a good thing. Here, I have a real question because I think this.
No,
is
he
a
should
good
let
thing.
go of Bell just in case if I get first round, first pick, and I
Shit.
can have Le'Veon Bell, Todd
Okay.
Gurley, and Kareem Hunt.
My finger is getting bigger. That's it. Fuck you. Or do we have to decide our keepers before we find out what pick we have? See, I like that.
I want keepers to me
A
that
week in
Friday.
advance. I think a week in advance.
That Friday before the Sunday.
Make people regret it more. Make it a week.
Yeah, we'll do Friday.
You know, it's real tough to decide for me. It's real tough.
Friday.
I would say Bell, Kelsey, or Devontae. One of those. Obviously
say-
Bell. So the second would
I
be
mean,
Devontae or
you
Kelsey.
know what? Ryan can throw all of us off. It's Ryan, dude. You fucking gonna keep Marsh on it too. I'm telling you right now.
Oh god, he needs to keep Jarvis Landry and like Stephon Diggs.
You're retarded.
This retarded guy beat you in fantasy football last year.
That, yeah.
You're never gonna let that go, are you?
Nope. Broken Romo. Oh, Marcus. Who's Marcus?
He's got Zeke. Obviously Zeke.
Yeah, he's keeping Zeke because he got him, what, 3rd round probably?
Yeah, because he was suspended or whatever. He only went kind of low last year because
Sorry.
I forget what it was. Ooh, he's got Will Fuller too. Damn.
Yeah, I wouldn't take Will Fuller. That's fucking,
When did he get Alshon?
that's rich. I don't know.
That's a good. I like
Joey's,
him this year.
Joey's got the list, but he's too busy typing people.
I accidentally demoted Dan in the Discord, and he noticed it. So he just fucking was like, "The fuck did I do to you?" And I was like, "I actually demoted the wrong person. Sorry." So
So
it's just funny.
go to our draft.
I'm here.
Where did he get Alshon at? Marcus. Old Mark Pudans.
What pick was he again? Eighth.
Shit, he was back
Eighth.
there.
He got him in the
Eighth
4th
round?
round. No, he got him in the 4th round.
That's not bad. That might be a little high, but
What about Golden Taint?
Hang on, I have to pull it back up. Seventh. No, sorry. Yes, 7th.
It's not bad either.
I'd say Zeke and Alshon.
Yeah, those are kind of two name brands.
He probably took Shady pretty high too. I would assume.
I think that was his one.
Yeah, I think you're right. I wouldn't mind have Shady, but I wouldn't take him at 1 this year at least.
Mm-mm. Not in the corpse of the Buffalo Bills. No, thank you. Damn, this sucker is 54 minutes long. What happens when you talk about fantasy football? It just disappears. But that is it for the keepers, though. That was everyone, right? We didn't fucking miss someone on accident.
Yeah. And if anyone needs or wants to look at the old draft board for everyone else, it's in the pictures on the league page on
So that's
Facebook.
what I was trying to
by the way.
pull up on my phone, but it wasn't cooperating. So, regardless, in closing, that was our very awful and guessing of top tens, which are pretty straightforward and easy. But hopefully we'll have everyone back this year. Once again, the draft is in the Facebook page. I think it's the 19th, right? August 19th. August 19th. We'll do it here at my place again. Draft board, food, all that good shit. But that's it. You guys have anything to say in closing? No.
Lick my balls, Max. Congrats on your win. I hope to kick your ass this year.
I hope. That makes me sad. All right. Nothing to say, Chris.
Nope.
It's way too early for a fantasy football video, but
Yep, it's
we're
too
here
early.
anyways because, god damn it, we have no lives. See you all maybe for another video sometime soon.